on today's Flying Solo, I'm making fried rice. Yes, I know that there will be inevitable comparisons with another famous Southeast Asian who's made a name with fried rice. But fried rice is one of those infinitely customizable dishes that everyone makes slightly different. So come with us as we fly solo today on making fried rice in a couple of different ways. So first example of fried rice, we've obviously got rice. I've got some spring onions from my garden, some garlic, and a couple of eggs, of course. In addition, I've got some leftover salad greens and some pork belly, roasted pork belly that I've made, and this is what's left of it. Now, if you're keen, I will put up a separate video later on how to make this. But for now, let's just slice and dice this leftover pork belly. Also some spring onions. And I separate the whites, which is obviously the more pungent part of it. And I fry that a little bit earlier. And the green part, obviously, we'll put in a little bit towards the end of the fry. Garlic, we'll mince a couple of cloves. Now, obviously, there are a lot more than a couple of cloves here, but I'm like that. When you say 2 cloves, I put in a dozen. Now, a couple of red chilies. These are bird's eye chilies, and I like it spicy. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving all the seeds in there, and I'm going to mince this finely and stir this in with the fried rice. And obviously, fried rice would not be complete without eggs. A couple of eggs in a bowl, which I will beat with some salt and some pepper, white pepper. Add a dash of mirin and some fish sauce. These are totally optional, but I use them because I don't use MSG. Over a medium flame, I heat up the wok, add some oil, and toss in the eggs to fry. Now remove the eggs and I toss in the pork belly and I fry this up until it gets a little bit crispy. In goes the garlic and I fry that till it's fragrant, and then I hit it with the rice. And obviously you break it up and you make sure that it's well incorporated. Toss in the chili, and around the side goes the little bit of soy sauce and a bit more fish sauce. Fry it a bit and hit it with some white pepper and toss in the white part of the spring onions. Give it a good mix and toss in the green part of the spring onions and whatever is left of the salad here. Give that a good mix, and I know some people say, what? Why do you have salad in your fried rice? It's what's available. And instead of throwing it away, I'll just throw it in the fried rice. And there you go. Fried rice, style number 1. Fried rice, example 2, I am going to be frying rice again, and in a slightly different manner. Again, with leftovers in the fridge, I've got a cooked head of corn here, which I'm going to basically slice and dice. And I'll use this in the fried rice. I've got some salted fish here, which I'm going to slice and dice very finely, and I'll fry up to make a very fragrant, savory base for the fried rice. The salted fish adds a load of umami flavor, and you notice I don't use MSG in my cooking because I don't need to. I've got things like salted fish, fish sauce, and so on and so forth. Again, spring onions, and I separate the whites from the greens. Now the trick really is to fry the whites a little bit earlier than the greens, simply because they are more pungent and will add a little bit more flavor during the cooking process. Again with the chilies, and in case you think I'm using a hell of a lot of ingredients, it's true because I'm frying 2 types of fried rice. Into a wok, add some oil, get up the temperature, throw in the fish, the salted fish. And I'm frying this up to add a fragrant umami base to the fried rice. Fry it up till it's crispy and set it aside. Into the wok, add some oil and let it come to temperature, and we'll throw in some garlic, half of the chopped garlic. Again, like I said, I'm frying quite a lot of fried rice today. Add the corn and the mixed vegetables and give that a good stir. Let it come to temperature. Hit it with a pinch of salt and pepper, and again, white rice into the mix and give it a good stir. As you can see, I didn't pre-fry the eggs, and I'm adding the eggs now. Again, it's all personal preference. At the end of the day, it is your meal that you're cooking, and there is no right or wrong way to make fried rice. Hit it with some pepper and salt, and obviously give it a good stir. Actually, before I do that, I'll just add the white part of the green onions, as well as the red chili that I've minced earlier. As you can tell, I'm not shy about using chili because, as far as I'm concerned, it's got a hurt going in and hurt coming out. Now, after you give it a good mix, throw in half of the salted fish that you fried and set aside earlier, and give that a good stir. Once you've mixed it up, throw in the green part of the spring onions and mix that up, and you've got pretty much fried rice number 2. Scoop that up into a serving dish and set it aside, and we'll get on with fried rice number 3. Right, and much like the roasted pork belly, I've got half a can of spicy Spam left in the fridge from a previous meal. So I'm going to slice and dice this. Pretty much the same size as the pork belly in the earlier version. But in this case, I'm also going to beat up the eggs before I fry them up. And I'm adding fish sauce and salt and pepper. Now, the reason I'm showing you 2 different ways of frying the rice with the egg is because it's all a personal preference. I've known very good chefs who fry the eggs separately. I've known chefs who basically fry them up together with the rice, as I showed you in the previous example. As you can start to see, the range of possibilities with fried rice is infinite. Now I'm frying up the Spam, which you saw me slice and dice earlier, and I'm going to add some garlic to that once it's fried up. And once the meat and garlic mixture is fragrant, I throw in the vegetables and give that a stir and hit it with the white rice. And it goes without saying, salt and pepper and soy sauce if required or desired. Once you've stirred it up, serve it up and tuck in. I hope I've shown in this very brief video that fried rice is one of those dishes that you can infinitely customize to your personal preference. And I encourage you to try this and many other variations. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, do like, share, subscribe, and as always, come join me next time as we fly solo.